Good morning and welcome to the village of Welbourn in Lincolnshire. Today's walk starts here at the village hall. There's room for parking and then you head straight into the castle area. There's a lot to see on the heritage trail in the village, well worth doing, and then the walk heads out past the old railway line, which was the Honington to Lincoln railway line, and then there's a walk of about 5 miles out over that way. We're looking forward to it. We'd like you to come along and join us, so let's get started. So this is the site of Welbourn Castle. There's an information board over there. Let's go and have a look at it. We're going to head through the castle earthworks now and then head to St Chad's, which is the church in Welbourn. And I believe there's an old well just a bit further down the road. It's quite a historical village. A Field Marshal called William Robertson from World War I was born in the village, and the local secondary school is named after him. There are lots of benches around the outer edge so that you can come and sit and relax. I believe the village council purchased the land. I can't remember what year it was. I'll put it on the screen so they could preserve it for the local community, which is a lovely thing to do. Live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly. The castle would have had a moat, and this is evidence of it. Peter Peckard was born in the village also, and he fought for the abolition of slavery. So another well-known person from history from the village. This is the Beehive Well, which we were told to come and visit by 2 ladies at the village hall. We nearly missed it. We were just about to give up and walk back. When we did the Lincoln Edge walk about a year ago, we mentioned the tornado of 1666 that caused its havoc and damage down the Lincoln Edge. and this was one of the villages that was affected. The route heads down here. It's quite a tight turn, but not for long, and then it breaks out into the fields. I first discovered the walk as part of the stepping out walks, which are dotted all over Lincolnshire. Those trees in the distance over there show where the railway would have been, the Honington to Lincoln line, which is now an abandoned railway line, but you can walk across it. We'll be returning on that, I think. Well, it's a late April sunny day with a light chill breeze. Perfect for walking today. We've both got our shorts on, we're being brave. So at this point the route heads out into the fields, but you can also devise a route that heads up here and goes along the Disused railway. What lovely fresh conditions for a walk. The smell of spring in the air. So the walk today is about 5 miles altogether, and it's quite a lot of flat field walking once you get going, but it's a really great opportunity to stretch the legs and just breathe. And there are points at the walk where if you want to make it shorter you can. For example, just up this lane there is a left-hand turning which would then take you across the field and then back to the railway line. And that would make the walk a couple of miles, I think. It's all about personal preference and what it is you want to do. So at this point, when you get to the reservoir, you can take a left and make the walk short, or if you want to go that little bit further, head on down here and past the reservoir and keep going out. The yellow fields of Lincolnshire, beautiful to see in the springtime. You can see the church of St Chad's in the distance, the spire, and then all the way across there you've got the Lincoln edge. Just there is the village of Wellingham. It's always nice to have a skylark accompany you on a walk, providing the soundtrack. They just hang there, don't they? They just hover in the air. This is the halfway point on the walk, so it heads across now to that copse of trees, and then the route leads us back to the disused railway line. It's a great mix of a bit of history at the start in the village, lots to look at, and then an opportunity to stretch the legs out in the fields. What's not to love? And it's now back to Welbourn. You can head along the lane, or you can head back into the fields again. The choice is yours. It's a nice route, this one. Just nice and calm, flat and peaceful. Oh, thanks for that. Bird just there, sat about 2 feet away. Decided to make me jump. Yeah, as I was saying, it's a nice walk, nice and peaceful. Lots of bridges and twists and turns. Perfect for kids. Great walk for kids, this one. You all right? Should we try and find a place to have a coffee?
Yes.
I'm guessing this is where the model aircraft fly. It's lovely and flat, and it's been mowed. I think this used to be some form of cricket pitch or football pitch. We're just getting to the point where, if you wanted to do the shorter walk from the reservoir, you'd meet at this corner we're just approaching. This is where the walk joins the disused railway line. If you were to take that path, it would take you to where we started, but we're going to go right, and that's going to give us the opportunity to walk through the village. So as I've said previously, when we get to the top, this was the old Honington to Lincoln line, which was demolished in the 1960s. Hard to imagine trains hurtling along here with passengers going into Lincoln for work. There are bridges along here, so there is still evidence of the old railway. One of our previous videos from Carlton Scroop features another section of this disused railway as we head into Normanton on Cliff. This is the house where Sir William Robertson was born, and he was a Field Marshal in World War One, and it looks like it's for sale. There's the village green with a bench, good place to stop with a coffee if you're finishing the walk. We're just going to have a look down here because there are a few buildings worth looking at. The old forge and the old co-op. I think this was the old forge. It certainly looks older than a lot of the other buildings around it. And there is a date on the side. This is the former co-op store. In need of some TLC. Well, that has been a thoroughly enjoyable walk. We're about to head to the local shop down near where we parked near the village hall, and we're going to get ourselves some lunch and probably sit on the bench near the pond where the ducks were at the beginning. So, what did you think of the walk, Lou?
Good.
It was good, wasn't it? A good way to stretch the legs, 5 miles, and what a lovely place to finish in, the village of Welbourn. Right, let's get moving. The post office is just up here. So that's us back at the start. Thanks for coming along and joining us on this walk today, and we'll see you on the next one.